So, this is like a couple days after that last video I just made. Hopefully there's nothing on my face. We're getting started. So, got the car all up in the air. About to take the hood off and hook it all off and get it all going. Got everything ready to go, and I'll update you as I take stuff off. I'm gonna update you guys. Okay, so hood is off. Now we're good. Now we can actually get to everything. And yeah, after this sticker will actually be true. So yeah, I'm gonna start taking things off little by little.
Let's go, let's go, 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 yeah, go.
So this is a long time later. We look like this now. That's done. Let me get my phone so you can actually see. So that's all gone. That's all gone. The harness is disconnected. Everything back there. So now all we got is motor mounts. We got motor mounts. We got the bolts for the transmission because I'm gonna leave the transmission in here. So you gotta pull those out. Then probably drain the oil too so it doesn't leak everywhere. And then done. That's it. I don't gotta touch the axles. I don't gotta do nothing. So don't leave all that in here. I might have to touch the axles now I think about it. Probably, I think if I do, I'll do that later. But mostly everything is done. Got a lot done. So all the parts, freaking power steering fluid dripped into my alternator, so that's saturated now. I have to clean that or get it rebuilt or new one. There's the puny radiator. I found out why this failed too. My water pump failed. There was coolant leaking. So from the front side of the motor, so that means the water pump failed, and that's oil. Don't worry about that power steering. But if you look like right here, all that water right there, that's all water. So yeah, it was leaking out. So that's what caused the head gasket to blow. It blew the water pump failed, caused the head gasket to blow because it leaked all the water out. So rest in pepperonis. But yeah, so made a lot of progress. I mean, like a lot has been removed already. So I'm using my phone because my GoPro is dead and it's charging, and I wanted to update this before I go to work. We got it out. Engine's out. So the engine's out. It's gone. It's actually over there. It's over there. But yeah. So it's out. We got it out. I'm waiting till Monday so I can go pick up some bolts for my engine stand. I believe my engine stand's over there. Yeah, it's over there. Go get some bolts so I can put this thing on it, so I can take the, valve cover, timing bell, all that stuff off, so I can pull the head off. Then I'm gonna just strip all the unnecessary stuff off the head, like all the stuff that he's not gonna need at the head shop. So I'm just gonna take all that stuff off and ship it off, and then I get it back, put it all back on, and we'll be all good to go. Yep, just a little update. I couldn't really film too much taking it out because it was like little bits like little bits each morning. Like I would get up for work or something, and before I go to work I would like have like an hour, get up an hour early, do a little bit here and there, or like when I come home, like have it like 30-40 minutes before it gets dark, take a little bit off, because like when I get home from work, it's like springtime hasn't started yet. I don't have all the time after work, but like when I get out of school I usually have like a few hours after school, but work not so much, because it still hasn't. Once springtime starts, I'll have like an hour before it gets dark. Yeah, I did. Me and my dad did a lot. I pretty much got it all stripped out. He pulled it out for me because I didn't have time to. Well, I could probably change that power steering line too. I just noticed I got a leaky power steering line right there. But yeah, that's the update. All right, so this is probably probably a few days later than the last clip. I don't really know in the last clip, but this is the state of the engine right now. So the head's off at the head shop. I gave him a D16 camshaft with the rocker arms. He said, yeah, they should fit fine. He said he swapped them over before 100 times. So, yeah, I cut a lot out because I went on a spiel about like the D16s not being that different from the D17, which they are, but they are different. They aren't, but they are. For example, like the D16 cam, the lobes will work, the car will run, but like you can't do anything because the camshaft sensor doesn't work because the D16 doesn't have the little things, the teeth that stick out for the cam sensor to work. And the D16 intake works, you just got to modify it a little bit, but then you have to get a K-series flange welded onto the D16 manifold because the D16 sensors don't work for the D17. So I found all this out by trial and error. That's why this video took so long to come out, and then I'm gonna have to cut out a lot of footage. I'm debating if I'm even gonna put some of the clips in there of me trying to figure this stuff out. But I also verified the ARP head studs do work, so I'll put the part number on the screen right here. Hopefully it's there. Those do fit. They screw right in. They're a good length. They're not going to be extra long or anything like that, so that's good to know. I was kind of worried about that. So head studs, great. Bro, look how simple this timing is. Like, and then there's just one cam gear here. This is if you fuck this timing up, don't touch timing. This is so easy. You don't even have to like have the tensioner, because once you put the spring on, the spring holds the tension. This spring right here will literally hold the tension. You don't have to do anything. It's the easiest timing I thought my Accord was easy. This is like 10 times easier than that car. Yeah, so why we do have it out. I do need to, we're gonna have to clean this, because this is absolutely disgusting. This is no bueno. We're not leaving that. That's nasty. Look at that, all that carbon. This gets cleaned. We're gonna clean the block surface, mating surface. We're also gonna clean the block in general, because this is nasty. I'm not putting it back in the car like this. Another thing, I want to replace my front main seal, so I'm gonna take this cam gear off eventually. Front main seal and my rear main seal while they're out. So once it's in the car, it's in the car. How hard is this rear main seal? I think it's right here. Oh no, it's this whole bracket I gotta remove. So yeah, it's not that difficult to get to, but it's a whole little plate I just gotta unbolt. I'm replacing both of those, because once they're in the car, I'm not touching it. So we're gonna replace the front main seal, the rear main seal, the cam seal, oil pan. We're doing resealing this engine. So once it's in the car, I did the same thing with my Accord. Once it was out, we replaced all that. So once it's in the car, I've recorded for years here, and I've never had a jet go over while I'm recording. Wow, okay, that was a first. I mean, pretty good progress so far. So I do want to try, before putting the engine in, try cleaning up the engine bay a little bit, even though, honestly, this engine bay is not too bad. Like, right here is kind of gross, but back there is not too bad. Right there is not too bad. Just want to clean up a little bit, like right there. Just clean up, because, you know, we're going to be putting a shiny engine in there. I want it to be clean. I wish I can delete half of this stuff, because I don't even, half of this shit is not even probably going to get used. Well, I want AC in this car, power steering, ABS. Yeah, so I'm going to have all that. Eventually, I'll probably delete ABS, but I don't mind ABS. I have a car with no ABS. It's not like I don't know how to drive without it. I want to clean it up. I'll probably redo my battery tray, because this thing is really crusty. Probably just clean it up some, get some hardware, new hardware for a lot of the stuff. Clean up my transmission, because it got leaked on. So yeah, we're going to do some little bit of stuff. I took the next 4 days off, not today, but after get out of school tomorrow, I took the 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th off. So, you know, I'll use the day, you know, when I get the head back, because I get the head back tomorrow. So when I get back tomorrow, throw it on the engine, torque it down, start bolting stuff on, start cleaning stuff up on both the engine bay and the cars, just start bouncing back and forth, get them both, because it's going, if I had a solid day, I could have had the engine apart in a day and back probably in the car in a day. It's just because it's a Honda's are fucking simple. So like, it was like a little bit hour here, 30 minutes here, 5 minutes here, 10 minutes here, 2 hours here, 5 hours here. Like, it was just like I was bouncing around because I didn't have my full time. So now that I'm taking 4 consecutive days off, bro, we're good. We're good. Okay, I wanted to show you guys something cool I got. I don't know if I showed it on camera yet, but look at this. It's an original ad for my Accord. Not my exact model, but, you know, the base model. Let's see, look at that. Where does it say? It says, barely see it. It says 1992 right there. I don't know if you guys can see. Let me see if anyways, it says 1992. It's pretty cool. It's like an actual newspaper. I took it out here and checked. Like, actually, not newspaper, letter. Magazine clip. From 1992, I found it. Guy, I know he does my job. They do framing and stuff like that, because part of my job they do like sell art and stuff like that. So yeah, the framing guy, he blew it up. He made it digital, which is also cool. He gave me a digital copy, and he's gonna like put it on, like he's gonna make a poster and put it in like a frame for me. I'm also probably gonna get a little frame at like Walmart for this thing. Just get a little cheap little frame to keep this thing in so it doesn't get damaged. But that's pretty fire though. Original like OG Honda logo right there. Old. That's pretty cool though. The base model, because the hubcaps, no wing, anything. There's no lip. Mine wasn't a base model. Mine is, I think the base model is the DX or the EX. Mine was an LX, the luxury something. So mine has like a mixture of some of the stuff. Alright, so a little update. So here's the block. It's pretty freaking clean. It's not perfect. Like, there's little things like that I'm not worried about. It's a race car. It's gonna be, but it's pretty clean. Like, if I turn over right there, like, look how clean that is. It's pretty damn clean. Pretty clean, honestly, compared to what it was. It's like just little specks of gunk everywhere. Here's the head. I'm gonna sit it on its side because I don't want it, the valves are up on one side, so I don't want to messing the thing up. It's been surfaced. This is the D16 cam and lifter, and it fits like OEM. It is an OEM part, but you know what I mean. It fits. Can't even tell. That's cool. It fit. They got it all. They did a valve adjustment. They cleaned it. They put it in the hot tank. They did a whole bunch of stuff. Actually, ended up costing me $225 because I had them do more. I also put new valve seals. Like they went through this head. This head is good. Like they went through it. So everything's all clean. They surfaced it. You could tell they like all the surfacing, and I wish they would have cleaned this. That's the only thing I was thinking, but I was like, it's gonna get more carbon anyways. It doesn't really matter too much. But put my seal in for me in the front. They took all this stuff off in the back. I gotta put back on. That's not a big deal, but my head studs are right there. I gotta put my VTEC solenoid, which I think goes on the other side, but I'm soaking this right here because I actually need to spray some more WD-40 on that. If you didn't know, my dad taught me this before. He showed me again because I forgot, but when you can put WD-40 on this and let it sit. It's not gonna hurt your engine. One, you could drain out just by toning the engine over, drain out the excess, but it's not gonna hurt your engine. Your engine's just gonna smoke a little bit when you first start it. It's just gonna smoke. This is to soften that up because it cleans metal. So less scrubbing because you don't want to scrub too much on the top of the piston. You don't want to put a deep scratch in it or anything. But so my goal is for tomorrow. I got the 4 days off starting tomorrow. I want to have the head on. I want the timing done. I want to put the ARP head studs on, the timing, get all that done. All that done tomorrow. I want it to be torqued down pretty much, and all I gotta do is start bolting stuff back on and drop it in by the next day. So the next 2 days I want this to be in the car, and I want to be able to enjoy my other 2 days I took off. But if not, as long as I get it done before I go back to work. So last clip. Last time you guys saw these pistons, they were crusty. Now they're really clean. Also got my ARP head studs installed. I got the copper spray. I sprayed both sides of the head gasket. It looks really clean. I got all the seals laid out that I'm gonna have to be replacing. The only one that I'm kind of salty they didn't give me is this one. I might have to just use this one because it's not completely flat. But I might have to either get it or use it. So, yep. I'm going to start just getting these hand tight down. And then once I get it, I want to clean. There's like, I don't know if you guys can see that, but in the wall right there, there's like gunk. I'm going to get that out. I already put the fastener lubricant on each one of these. So we're going to do that and get that all settled and taken care of. Alright, so we got the engine all back together. She's all torqued down. I just got this sitting on there, but it's all torqued down. She's good. Don't mind my Lugan cap. I'm not going to call it Mugen because it is a rep cap. Most of the parts I haven't bought were rep except that cap so far. Well, I guess technically that too, but they don't make a quote-unquote real header for my car, so kind of have no choice. I don't know where the top to this one. I had the top. Yeah, I'm gonna get a Mugen cap, but actually, I'm debating if I want to get a Mugen cap or a skunk tooth cap. Sorry. Yeah, so we got it all together. Now I'm about to just start throwing the other stuff on there. I'm pretty cooked. We got a lot done today, though. We got the head back on. Let me just show you, bro. I'm tired, bro. Yo, look at this baby. He's my damn. It got worse. Look at this baby. Look at this shit. This is on. This is staying on. This, not so much. The gap's good, but I forgot on the EGR, you have to kind of like trim out the hole so it actually flow into there. So I still got to modify that. But bro, look at this shit. Your boy put this together with what my dad has shown me over the, 10 years I've been living with him and working on cars with him. Like the timing, perfect. Right there where it's supposed to be. This little notch right here, right where it's supposed to be. Fucking mint, bro. Fucking mint. Now I just got the little stuff to put around. I still gotta get this hose. I keep forgetting. There's a little line that goes here that connects to this. It was just too dry rotted. It did not want to come off. It's like still stuck on here. I gotta cut the rest of this off. But I'm pretty tired. I don't know if I'm gonna end this video here and then pick up. All right, so I got the intake fully mounted on now, which is cool. This mounts on fine. So I watched the video. For one, these are for the idle air control valve, so when I get those, I just gotta get a little bit longer hoses and route them to the idle air control valve back here. So that's that. That's settled. This, I checked the wires. I can match the wires up on this so that works perfectly. Another thing, so this, I gotta get a gasket for this. This is the throttle position sensor. I have to mount this, but I actually don't. So I just actually remember what I was gonna say. So this is the like EGR vapor thing. So pretty much, I'm gonna have to mount it like this, and one hose is gonna go down here to this right there. One hose is gonna tee off to this and tee to the valve cover, I believe. So we're just gonna do it like that, and then yeah, that works. So that's gonna be mounted here and here. This is going to be on the brake booster. I marked it. This is going to be on the brake booster. I saw some other guy do it this way. So this is going to be where the brake booster goes. This is going to actually route to this port now, right here. So where is it at? No, not that one. Where is it at? On the intake, right here. So this is going to loop to this back here. So it's not going to be too difficult. It's pretty self-explanatory. But the cool thing about it is it's gonna work. I would be using my GoPro, but it's dead and it keeps dying and it's really annoying. It's like I'll fully charge it and I was like, all right, so I can film, you know, for the next few days. I film with it twice, leave it sitting, it dies. So yeah, when it's charged, I'll use it. But now that I actually can use my phone, I'm gonna start using my phone a little bit too. So I posted a TikTok too saying that this engine's not that bad, and people were just like cooking me in the comments. They're like, the DK series is better, should have never came, which I'll agree with them on one thing. Well, the K series is better, obviously, but this engine probably should have never been made. They should have just put a K series in that car. Did they? No. But is it a bad engine? No. They're like, well, you can't put 32 PSI in it. It's a D series. What D series do you know is going to take 32 PSI without throwing a rod out the side? That's normal. Well, you got these little toothpick pistons, like, and think they're just going to handle. It's not an F22, it's a D series. You could probably do that with the F22 and do it for a little bit without it throwing a rod. Either this or the D16 or the 15 are going to throw a rod. But these engines aren't that bad. They just get a bad rep. Why? I don't know. But they're not as bad as people make them out to be. I did have to, on the inside of this, like where the cam and this would almost touch, I had to like trim it out so there's like a gap like about this big now between it and the cam, like this big. Before it was like damn near like that, so I trimmed it towards like that. So that's good. That's not gonna touch now. Yeah, so now it's just I fully mounted it. I had to take those studs out because I had like this much of a gap. Hold on. Okay, so the engine's outside. Getting ready to drop it in the car. So I got my flywheel, a little dirty, I'm gonna clean off. But I got my flywheel, got my clutch, my pulley. The only thing bad about this pulley, it got chipped on the way out. So I might have to go to the junkyard and get new one. I might just have to install this one for now and just not have power steering in the meantime. But yeah, it'll work. Most of the threads are there, just threads. Most of it's there. Just I don't want it to slip off or cut the belt, so I might just have to go snag one at the junkyard. So motor's gonna go in. I don't think I've ever showed the front since I put the timing cover on. Yeah, this is how it looks in the front. Timing cover's on. It looks so much better than it did when I first took it out. It looks clean. It's super clean. It's not all like beat up and plastic intake and tiny ass exhaust manifold. Is better. I think the original exhaust manifold is over here. Yeah, if I flip this thing over, look at those damn things, bro. You ain't getting damn near nothing out of those. Hey, let's drop this shit in. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, I already did a first start. This is how we looking. But look at that shit, bro. This shit's nice. I put that together. But I'm gonna do a first start. I've already done a first start, so it'll be like my second or third start. For the camera though, this will be the first one. I don't even have everything hooked up, but it starts and it sounds amazing. Sounds good. I don't know why the wheels were moving. I don't think I have these lined up properly. But it works. It fucking works. So all those modifications I did, great. Everything works. Kind of smells. Stuff's burning off because there's like things in the engine that I sprayed to keep it for lubricant, but compression sounds amazing. I'm just happy it starts. I'm just so happy it freaking starts. I think that's my only check engine light right now is going to be that one because I don't have that hooked up. Everything else is hooked up except that one sensor. So yeah, we good. We did it. So as you can see, we are in the Civic, and this is after a lot of trial and error than the last time you saw it because it took me a long time to get the part. Forgot something on the hood. Finger. Forgot the hood prop. the hood prop was moving around and my GoPro also fell. Hold on. So, I'm driving the car and I started blasting my music. I'm driving the car, it's doing good. I am having a misfire issue and I changed the spark plugs, made it a little better, and I got coil packs today. So, I'm gonna throw those on, hopefully it's better. Hopefully this is around the end of the video. I just wanna like, kind of just show off the car a little bit though. It's not, so I did have to take some stuff off. I had to take the intake off because the car did not like the intake at all. It started running hot. So like it got not like coolant hot, like header hot. The header got red. So I had to take that off. I also had to take the cam out because the cam gear didn't have the teeth for the cam sensor. So what I was told, I have to find an AM D16 cam sensor and AM D17 cam sensor and swap them. Swap, like, you know, put the D16 insides on the D17 ring. If I can find them. They're very rare because they didn't make them for very long. So if I find one, cool. The D16 ones I can get all day. The D17 ones are the problem. So eventually I still want to do that. I'm going to do that because I want to have fun with this D series before and then go to K series. Car runs great though, honestly. Overall, even before it started, I drove it for like a week before it started misfiring. Okay, so as promised, I just thought I'd show the car off a little bit. So I think I'm having a trouble with my valve seals. I don't think they installed my valve seals right, or it just gotta have been a bad one. It's a company that did it for me. They did a good job on everything else though. I think it just, the valve seal either didn't seat right, or so I did have to remove some things, the intake and the cam. So it doesn't look as cool as it did with the intake. But yeah, so there is, let me click this so you can see. The intake's not back there, the stock one's back on there, the header's still there, and the radiator's still there. What else did I do this car? I can't remember. ARP headsets, obviously, you can't see those though. I just recently had to do a tune-up because it started missing really bad. So now I did that, now the car drives great. Another problem, my pilot bearing is going bad, so I'm having like a really loud squeaking between here. So I'm gonna just do a pilot bearing. Got another flywheel. I'm gonna get a new clutch and a new throwout bearing. So I'm just getting I'm getting my flywheel resurfaced, get the new bearing for the pilot bearing, then get a new clutch and throwout bearing. So once I put it back together, I ain't got to take it back apart again. So yeah, everything's good. I just wanted to show the car off a little bit. So I did have to modify my grill. I don't know if I showed it, it's not important. I had to like chop it up a little bit so it actually fit. My bumpers getting worse progressively, so there's that. I need a new bumper. I'm just get a whole front end for the car, but yeah, so there you go. Car looks pretty good, pretty damn good if I do say so myself. It's pretty good for what it is.
I've been overly sad and never happy. I've been having these dreams that I be finding the means to stay alive in the breeze.